you may have seen on the title, we're gonna test out the max pull-ups in one session. My max in one session is now 500. I wanna at least beat that. So my first thought was to go to the park, like usual. Normally I will do the Saturday, normally on Saturday I will do my a short collar like routine, but I switched it up because I want all energy for this and I don't have the time in the middle of the week, throughout the week to do that, with work and everything, and also with the sunlight that is less, and also with bad weather. It is raining all day, so that is why I am inside. We just got kind of a hailstorm, hailstorm. So I cannot go outside. Would love to go outside. I find the bars better, easier to do. But I got a nice pull-up bar here. I got real rough knurling, by the way, on my rack. So I taped it in with some bandage tape. That is how we're gonna do it. I'm having a little bit wider grip now. So that is of the essence. We're gonna do 5 reps each set, as long as I can hold it. And I want to say, last time I did my 500, it's taking me 2.5 hours or something, maybe even longer, I don't know. So it was really long, but it was my first time, and I also have done it once, 500. So let's see if my training of the past couple weeks has paid off. I think last month or so, something like that. Let's go. Let's start. We have at least a person watching already, so thank you and salute. Let's start. 5. Now the whole goal is to not rush it. Stay on track and just get into the groove with an easy way. Set my watch, by the way. Forgot about that. So, gonna do as much pull-ups as possible. 5. Just starting. Let's go. Then, and I made, I don't know if you can see it, but I put some rubber towels on each other that I have for my waist and everything, so I don't have to jump up. So ja. Ilias, wat doe je vandaag? Wel, ik doe vandaag zoveel mogelijk pull-ups als ik kan in 1 sessie. Dat is het. Good morning. Are you doing calisthenics? Yes, thank you. Cal, welcome. 10 pull-ups. To be slightly 15 slower than I am usual, but that is hard because I'm used to do a bit faster sessions with for my 200-300. So a bit slower I need to be. Calisthenics is very popular right now. I really don't know. Not in the Netherlands, so I don't know where you're from. Let me know. But I would love to hear where it is popular. Yeah. So, jij bent sterk. Ik probeer sterk te zijn. 15. Let's go to 20. I am from New York. Oh yes, calisthenics is very big in New York. I know a couple guys, by the way, who live there. Got them on the app. So that is nice. I need to do some collabs also with those friends again. I got one guy, he lives in the Bronx. He wants to do also 1,000 pull-ups with me. So, salute to New York. Got Avramov. Salute, brother. Welcome. Thank you for joining. 20. $25. Yes, we're doing it on the streets. Well, I wanted to go outside. I have a park near my home here to train, and most of the time I'm outside, but it's raining like crazy and my phone cannot handle that. Last time I was training in the rain and my phone got all kinds of errors and shit, so a bit too much. And it was raining with hail and everything. It's crazy weather. So one time it is sunny and over 5 minutes it can storm again. So that is why I'm inside. But I prefer outdoor training. If you watch my videos, by the way, you can see them most of the time in my park or in other parks. I also love the connection outside, talking with people, you know. But now I'm depending on you guys for some, how do you say it? For some nice conversations. And I hope in a later stage to pull me through a little bit. So, yeah. 30. $35. And from this angle, there's no cheating, so full reps. I'm gonna do full reps. If I'm not doing my full reps, say it in the comments, and I'll be accountable for that. It's getting cold now, so indoor training is best for right now. Well, I don't mind the cold. Even in -5, I'm standing outside in my shorts. Don't care. The only problem is my phone cannot handle rain. At least my phone can handle a little bit of rain, but the ports, you know, where the adapters go in, those get, if there is water in it, you cannot charge your phone anymore, and got I got some problems a couple of weeks ago on my vacation with my phone with that, and fucked up. So 40. Let's go. And it was a good idea to tape in my my rack. Like I said, I have real rough knurling on my cage, and for 100 or so, that is fine. If you want to do hundreds, I'm gonna fuck up my hands real fast. No, I don't want that. $45. That's my name. I'm Kyle. Nice to meet you. Well, my name is, pay attention, Tjibbe Gaastra. So, I use my own name in on my channel and also on Instagram. So, Dutchdestroyer is a nickname that some people gave me, but I'm called Tjibbe Gaastra. And lots of American people or English speaking people have problems with my name, I know. But it is a pure Dutch name. So, yeah. Welcome. Nice to meet you. Four. 50. I at least can stay on track and getting each 100 under 20 minutes. I'm happy. Now I started to get warm, so now it's most important to keep myself a little bit paced and not going too fast. $55. Alright, I think I will call you TG. Yeah, some people call me TG, others call me TG. Dutch. Yeah, all good, all good. I understand it. Even some Dutch people here in the Netherlands have problems pronouncing my name. So, totally understand it. Alright, that's 55. $60. The most nice thing is, I got mirrors, by the way, in my training room over here, but also on that side. So I can look over my cage. I can see my chin is going over the bar. That's also nice. How young are you, TG? You're my friend, to pronounce it like that. I am 40 years young. $65. Het is now dry again. It is not raining, but it is windy. But it looks like we got another rain. I said rainstorm coming. Impressive, says Cal. You look younger. Thank you. I appreciate that. $70. So Cal, what you doing? You're doing only calisthenics. Do you do stuff next to that? What's your main thing for calisthenics, by the way? Is it high rep stuff or skill work? Because I also like the muscle ups, handstands, front levers, human flex. I can also do those ones. Let me know. $75. One of the most annoying things, by the way, is working out here, especially with the camera. I have a real small area where I can walk. Normally I'm walking circles in a park, walking around and that kind of stuff. But I live in an apartment and you have to work with what you got. I never limit myself with the space I have. I just work with what I have. Calisthenics and weightlifting, squats, chin-up, pull-ups, burpee, all of it, push-ups, and cardio running mostly. Okay. And how many kilometers do you run each month, or each session, approximately? $85. About 2 miles. Oh, we have Kingsdale Clark in the house. We have Hayden Wilbert in the house, training jiu-jitsu. No, but I did for many years karate, by the way. Got 2 brown belts in 2 different styles of karate. So I love martial arts. And so I do occasionally some boxing or kickboxing. 2 miles, good. Have some Russian, we have a Russian in the house. Salute. Thank you, Clark. Appreciate that. But at 85. $90. Good. I have a good pace. It's not destroying me yet. So this is the pace I want to keep up a bit. And let's see if you can get in a decent way over 500 at least. That is a bit of an, the plus 500s are the minimum. Understand now. Thanks. Good life. Thank you. Thank you, Hayden. Or Wilbert. I don't know what is your front or last name. I think Hayden, by the way. You can correct me if I'm wrong. May I ask what the most amount of burpees you have done in a row? Well, it depends in a row. The unbroken, I got 1,000 6-count burpees unbroken and 1,000 8-count bodybuilders unbroken, without stopping, without stepping away, without sweat wiping, without taking a breather, nothing. So that is for me in a row. In one session, I got 1,300 years ago. Okay, that's 95, almost at 100. Sometimes I need to walk around a bit, just to have some space feeling a bit cramped here. Good morning, the 5 AM squat club. Also a good channel to check, by the way, if you want to be consistent with your training. That guy is doing every morning a workout to motivate you guys. So check him out. What's the program today? As many pull-ups in one session as I can do. That is the program today. Very simple at least. I'm gonna make 100 and then I'm gonna read the comments again. I stay on track. Okay, first 100 in about 18 minutes. Let's see if I missed something. Amazing numbers, thank you, Clark. Do you do the regular or the Tyson burpees? I do all kinds of burpees. Doesn't matter. Navy SEALs are my favorite by far, but I have done the normal ones. You can check my channel. I've done the Mike Tyson ones. I did I did almost every burpee out there. The jump burpees, the CrossFit burpees, the strict burpees, 6 count burpees, 22 count burpees, the Navy SEAL burpees, 10 pumps, 1 pumps, 15 pumps, Zulu burpees. I got them all in my collection and also in my playlist. So check them out. The 5 AM squat club. What's the goal? Simple. Get as many pull-ups as possible in one session. Let me explain. The most I ever have done was in 500. I did that once now. So I'm now a couple. I had 1 or 2 months busy with my with getting my pull-up goals in order. My biggest goal is getting 1,000 pull-ups, if I can, in 2 hours. So I'm working a bit towards that goal. So this is just a little bit of a test. 500. I want to get 500 in an hour, by the way. But my most in an hour was 360. But last week I did also a couple of times 200 in 30 minutes. So I'm getting closer and closer towards my goals. But now I have no time limit. So no time limit, just getting as much pull-ups as I can in. That's it. We have Jacob in the house. Salute Jacob. Welcome. I saw you yesterday. Getting through failure and everything. Salute brother. That is massive respect for that. Australian. Hello, you're cool. Thank you. Sorry. Press. Kingdale's supporting everyone, I think. Thank you, brother. Nice that people have some talk with each other. You know, the community, everybody is supporting each other. And that is so nice on this community. Fun story, by the way. Because yesterday a guy approached me from Bulgaria. He also was doing competitions and he's very good at planching and everything. Doing planks. But he started a conversation, and at first he started out nice. It was no bad conversation, but the whole point of his conversation was to get me to sell a program from him. You know, to get me to buy a program for him, I must say. And I'm not doing that. You know, everything I do is free. all advice that I give to people, not only online but also in the park and everywhere I come, also off camera, is free. I just want to help people. And don't get me wrong, people can make money, of course, of doing things, but it is a bit sneaky to slide in someone's DM, start off a nice conversation, you know, and doing a bit that you're liking the community ways, and then later on sneaky throw in that you want me to buy a program. Don't do that. Set them right away and don't do that. You know? It is, you know, it's not the way to do things. If you want to sell a program, say right away you want to sell a program. Don't go sneaky kissing somebody's ass and then afterwards coming to sell shit. I don't like that. One 10. And by the way, I'm training for planche, and I'm gonna show him that I can learn my planche on my own. So strong pull-ups. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Tjibbe, were you disappointed when you realized that Bulgarian just wanted to say something, or did you already have a feeling about it? Oh, I felt it right away. I've, by the way, lots of people who want to sell me shit and, you know, want to lure me in. So I know when something is up, but I let people, you know, I let people deceive me, and I don't really care. I'm not, you know, I'm not hating him for it, you know, or anything. So don't get me wrong. There's no hate. It is only not the way I do things. So yeah, I let people deceive me. You know, I don't care. But also, it's also a way for me to show people the true colors. Let people go, and you'll see what they're up to. So I don't want to pass a judgment right away, but my judgment right away was right. Do you get where I'm coming from? You know, lots of people wanna fuck over other people, but it's not, how do you say that, the starting point for me where I wanna think about when I meet somebody or talk with somebody. By the way, the good stuff, your stuff is free, of course. You can always ask me advice through a DM, through my comments, don't care. I will never ask any kind of money. And if I'm selling a program, you know, right from the bat that I want money. But I'm not coming afterwards, after a conversation or after some shit that it is costing money or stuff. I will never do that. That's sneaky. Calisthenics is not easy. You're pulling your own weight, not an easy task. That is true. There are lots of people who not even can do pull-ups. So I realized that. But just start off easy. I got, by the way, a nice tip for people who want to learn pull-ups. So I got 120, by the way. Let's not forget my number. Do not write it down, just try to remember it. But my tip, if somebody need it, is try out your maximum number of pull-ups in one set and take from that the half. So if you can do 6, you're gonna start off with sets of 3. With the 3s you're gonna do your stuff. If you can do 5, you just take it 2 or 3. Depends on how you're feeling. But that is your working set then. And then with that you can do huge volumes of pull-ups, and you're getting that, yeah, like I said, that volume in. but also getting lots stronger for the pulling game. One 25. Great work, brother. Thank you. You look awesome, sir. How old are you and how long have you been lifting? Is asking. Is asking. I told people already a little bit ago that I am 40. So past July I turned 40. So life is only starting. It's only gonna get more fun. Oh yeah. It's gonna get dark again. So here's some rain coming. It's raining already. Was it 1:30? Yeah. One 35. Sometimes I walk back towards the camera just because I cannot read the comments from there. So let's take a closer look. One 45. By the way, some water here. Don't drink that often during workouts, but pull-ups are chill, so. And I beer for a while, talking also, so. I also got the doggy, by the way, in the house, but he is sleeping. And 50. Right. 150. 150. I really want to go again. I need to pace myself. That's the valkuil, as we call it in the Netherlands. I forgot about the English word, but that's the trap where you can fall for. Going too fast, it'll fuck you up. And also, I saw it last week where I was going a little bit faster paced. I was looking at the end, in the end, like a dangling fish, you know, on those bars. I got my reps, yeah, but is it pretty? No. So, let's try to keep this as pretty as long as possible. 160. Hands are feeling good. So there is some pressure on those hands. As you can see, some calluses who are getting pinched, every time you grip, but not coming loose or anything. By the way, the bandage tape I put on is really soft. So that was a good idea, if I say so myself. I want to keep feeling like this at least for till 300 or so. And it's raining real hard. You cannot see it through this window, but I see it in the other window behind the camera a little bit better. And 65. Let's go. And 70. And you must not think too far ahead. Just take it set by set. I'd be already happy if I can keep my 500 up with the 5 reps each set. If I can do that and get it under the 2.5 hours or something like that, I'd be already happy. And I train my pull-up for a long time, of course, but those big sets I'm doing only a couple of months. So just on it, give me a couple more months extra. Yeah. And I'm gonna get in the habit. That's 75. Plants are getting a good amount of water now. If I will open my door, the rain will just blow in. I even feel some drops coming to my window because the wind is blowing real hard. One 80. Let's go. I'm curious how my hands hold up. Last time I did 500, my hands were beaten but not broken. So the calluses were whole and everything. So that was nice. On 85. Let's go. Still a decent pace. Like I said, if I get my 100 each 20 minutes, that's solid. I need to do these long runs more often, but I do need time for it. For now and then at least. But over time, 190. Over time, we'll get faster and faster. So, just waiting for the moment that I can drop at least 400 or 500 in an hour. If I can do that, then I have a real solid pace. I saw, by the way, some Dutch guy, Jesse, he was doing 1,000 pull-ups in under an hour and a half. That's crazy. But those guys inspire me. On 95. That was an ugly rep. It's going too fast, but I wanted that 200 in 40 minutes. So exactly 40 minutes, 200. We still need a lot more pull-ups. Way more. And in my head, I want to get over the 500. So if I get at least 600, that would be a little bit of target. If I get more, also good. But I laying in the house. Nice. Yeah, brother, just got done with my workout. Nice. Still didn't get your 130 unbroken navel burpees. It's 110 unbroken a couple weeks ago. Fuck, even the 130 is even hard for me to get. I'm not getting it every time. Those 100s is doable, but everything over that is just so hard, even at a slow pace. People will not believe it unless you tried it. Because if you look at it, you're seeing somebody going up and down, very gentle, but it's so hard. Even getting a couple seconds between reps with stepping back will give you enough resting time to get lots of reps done. But just speak out a number and go again, that is fucking you up. But still, 110, fucking massive. Most people will not do that. And by the way, I want to break my own 130 also. Oh, yeah, I don't have it either anymore. No. With unbrokens, for me at least, it needs to be a bit of a meditative state. You know, there is more coming with it. It is a state of mind. It is not getting it done. It's a different way of doing things. I take mine in a slower pace. It is different every time. Some days I do 100 unbroken and I cannot even make the 15 minutes. And I did my fastest 100 unbroken in a bit over 11 minutes. And that's crazy because I also had speed sessions where doing 112 minutes was hard. So yeah, every day is different, you know. You cannot always say it beforehand how you're gonna feel. Sebby, VM, dikke respect voor jou, goed bezig kerel. Ik ben zelf een groot fan van de Iron Wolf. Zelf nog geen 500 pull-ups gebeurd in 1 sessie, maar baas boven baas. So, that was a Dutch guy who was saying that he is a fan of the Iron Wolf and he cannot do the 500 pull-ups yet, but I think he's gonna work for it. Huh? Or not? Sebby, laat me weten even in de comments of je de 500 gaat proberen. En ik wil in ieder geval over de 500 vandaag gaan komen, maar ik moet wel doorwerken. I have to work. So 210, if not mistaken. Yes, I still need to do the 1000 unbroken one pumps. It's 7 unbroken, my record definitely a meditation. Yeah, that is, you need to be in that state, or else you cannot even get it. Only in the perfect harmony with yourself, you can do those things. Because getting a 500 is kind of easy. Getting over that 500 and over the 700, that's a whole different ball game. Going to show you live. Have a blessed weekend, brother. Thank you, Brian. Salute, brother. Keep working. And if you're ever gonna beat my 130, do that. By the way, do that. You give me some extra drive to go again for it eating. 100% kerel, ben je bezig met de Iron Wolf December Challenge van een paar jaar terug. Als je achter de rug is, zal ik eens max pull-ups in 1 sessie doen. Eerst 250 gedaan, maar een set van 10 met 10 voorpump. Oh, ik heb de originele challenge gedaan trouwens. In de tijd dat die ook uit werd gebracht. Ik heb trouwens de challenges hier hangen. Misschien leuk om te weten. Maar je hebt de 4 pump gedaan. Voor mij heb ik die hier hangen. Of niet? Have to take a look. Is dat van... I don't know. Van welk jaar ben je trouwens de December Challenge aan doen? Ik heb van een paar jaar heb ik zo hangen hier. Ben ik even benieuwd naar. $215. Need to work a little bit harder. Maar ik heb alle challenges die ik heb gedaan, die heb ik uitgeprint. I'm talking English so everybody can understand. I got all Iron Wolf challenges that I did. I got them printed out on paper and have them hanging on my wall. So I'm always looking at that. And it inspires me. And sometimes I just pick one and take one out to do again. But I did them all. And I got a couple also on video in total, the whole month. $220. For now I can say I feel it a little bit now in my back muscles, but nothing too crazy. I still have to pace myself. Burpees and doing push-ups are way easier to recover from and to push after each other than pull-ups. If you fuck yourself over pull-ups, you're pretty much done for a couple minutes at least. to 25. To 30. Close to the 250. Sebi is going. Switch to English. Oh, hey, everybody can read it now. That's cool. Yeah, same for me. It's quite some of those now. Makes me feel great every time I finish one of those. You should try the pull-ups with dips if you want to talk about fucking your body. Yeah, in one of the Iron Wolf challenges, there is a pull-up dip ladder. You go 1 pull-up, 2 dips, 2 pull-ups, 4 dips, and with 10 pull-ups in the end, 20 dips later. I did that one. I'm doing that one on a regular basis. So those are awesome. I did those also for 3 or 4 rounds. As you're coming on a couple hundred pull-ups, 400 something dips, you know. And if you want to get good at pushing, by the way, try some tucked planche push-ups. Those will fuck you up also. Whereby I can do sets of 100 if I'm fresh for normal push-ups. With those, even 10 are hard. A whole different ballgame. And by the way, salute to my Russian friend. I cannot read that, but I think it is positive. That's 135. Maar, Sebi, 250, hey, still a good number, good number. And if you did that one, let's see, why do you have 250? There's another, I'm looking at my Iron Wolf challenges. Going out of my head. Oh. I got yeah. I got at least 2 December challenges hanging here. And I saw the 4 pump session. And with pull-ups. Yeah. One 40. Did 140 already. No, this 140. I fuck it up, I'm doing 5 extra. That's no matter. Yes, I know exactly which one you mean. It's not 4 rounds. Anyway, got to go. That's up to you. I expect tomorrow we did at least 600, brother. Go get them. I'm not gonna disappoint you. Salute, brother. And also, next time let me know where you're from. 45. So, it was raining just now, and now the sun shining already. Crazy weather. And even the predictions are constantly wrong. So I had the plan to go outside, and the predicament was, prediction, sorry, was, predicament is something else. The prediction was that it was going to be dry for a couple of hours, but the strange weather. So, yeah. Oh, Breda. Moved to Frankfurt, January 2024. Talk to you later. I have a friend, Tjibbe Gaastra, by the way, who lives in, I have to say it correctly, Bingen am Rijn. That's nearby Wiesbaden and also nearby Frankfurt. And I was not that long ago by Koblenz and Kochem in the neighborhood. So I did some training over there with him. And at 50. Hands are feeling okay. I'm not there where I want to be. I need to go a little bit faster if I can. Get to 80 or so, maybe okay for now, and for an hour. I want to be close to the 300 at least, an hour. I'm gonna have a decent pace, because if I'm at 300, I need to get at 600, I'm only halfway. I was at 55. Why? 60 to 60. But if I like doing the pull-ups here, then I can work through the winter months and the rainy days also with my pull-ups indoors a little bit more. For now, it is nice, but I also have to see how my tape is working. Maybe and get some of those that physio tape a little bit wider. Throw that on there because now I feel the stickiness of the tape already a little bit. So I don't want that. But still, I have a good grip. To 65. And just I'm walking to get my. I need to walk it off. Let me do it like that. Dust off. 170. Let's go. Five. Let me get me some water. But I want to get at least 600 now and be at least 2 hours here. I'm busy. One hour and I got 280. So I drop down 20 reps with my 40 minutes. But yeah, it's not coming along easy, of course. Still feel it. Only try to keep it a little bit strict and neat. So you can tell me if I'm dangling like a fish or something. Yeah. I'm not doing the full stretch out, you can say it. I'm accountable. Yeah. The whole thing is with filming yourself, you're not getting away with health reps. Some people do challenges and say, I'm doing 1,000 push-ups, I'm doing 1,000 squats. And they're not even doing the full range. That is not counting in my book. Got an 285. If people want to talk, just talk. Tell me where you're from, tell me what you're doing. Would love to hear. It also gets me a little bit through, you know. Some distraction is nice. To 90. Also, what I've learned with pull-ups more is that you have to be patient. You cannot rush it. You have to be up to power. It is a pull-up may seem simple, may seem simple, but it is a hard movement. You have here. Try 15 push-ups. How do you do this? Oh, so. All right. Thank you very much. Done 44, 15 push-ups. Okay, so I do 15 push-ups for you. You can do that. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Because you were so generous, I will do that. 550. We're gonna get at least towards 600 is my idea in my head for my pull-ups now. Yeah. 295. Let's go. Thank you, done 44. Much love. Appreciate that. I really appreciate that. And 15 push-ups. You know, it's easy work. Huh? Yeah. You know, I like you. I like you, bro. Well, thank you very much. Much respect, brother. So I got him 300, 1 hour 5, a little bit. So I need to get at least the same amount more, but I'm on a good track. I was hoping secretly a little bit I will get my if I get my 500 in 2 hours, I was happy already, but I need to try soon a session for 500 to get it in an hour and a half or something like that, without fucking up my hands. The whole thing is, I don't care about fucking up my hands. The whole thing is, if I fuck up my hands, you know, that is just progression lost for a week or a couple days at least. So I need to keep my hands whole. With that, I can rep out every other day a good set of pull-ups. That is my training for this week at least. Every other day I rep out a shitload of pull-ups. But now extra because I have the time, you know, time pressure. Three, 10. So I gotta keep working. And like I said, if I can hold at least the 5 rep system till 500, it's fucking awesome. Gonna drink something. Last time we did 500 pull-ups, it was also really warm. So that was also a little bit extra, that was making it extra hard. Mainly because you're sweating, and your sweat pours down, and you're sliding off the bar. And that is annoying. I'm not sliding here, so that's cool. Three, 15. I'm at least over the half. That is nice. I don't even know. That thing is a picture here. So. Let's go. Come on. 315. Three 20. Let's go. I lost 10 minutes, at least 5 reps already. For as far as I want. 325. I want to be at 350 now. Yeah. But there is some fatigue coming in. So, but I really want to keep the 5s because from my own feeling I'm going too slow. If I'm doing 4s or 3s. Maybe for the last 100 okay, but not for anything under that. It's good to get a nice, good marathon session in. With this, I also hope that my shorter runs become faster. So the body is getting adapted to 1, volume, but 2 is the time on attention because I'm doing this for a longer period of time. So I have way more time hanging on that bar. And the whole body will make adaptations for it. Three 35. Talk to me, people. I love some conversations. Getting some distractions. It will get me through a little bit better, maybe. So, if you want to help me get through, help me. I will appreciate that. Three 40. And the doggy is still sleeping. From the beginning, he came in, he was just laying in my bedroom on a rug, and he's just sleeping. Three 45. Three 50. Be happy if I'm getting at least over the 400. Because anything above the 500, I just get it done. But now it just seems far away, if you catch my drift. So, gonna get a PR in. Only question is, how fast I'm gonna do this. Three 55. Let's go. Come on. 355. Come on, people. Let's get that support going. I'm working not alone. I'm working with you guys. 355. Three 60. So 1 hour and 60 minutes, 17 minutes almost. I've got the most I've done in an hour is 360. So not far off, but still almost 20 minutes off my PR goal for an hour at least. I need to get faster. But it was a real smart thing to get to pace myself, to stay a little bit on the slower side in the beginning. Uh, 365, but I do feel much better than the last time I did my 500 because if I remember correctly, with the 370 or so, I was failing real bad. I had a real hard time getting through and doing all my pull-ups. 370. Let's go. I also noticed, by the way, because I have the mirror on that side also, sometimes I pull myself up, but I have a gentle hang to one side. So you're also seeing that your body is working uneven. And sometimes in the beginning you don't see it that good, but your body is not evenly made. Muscles are not working the same. You're not as strong as one side or the other. But especially when you're tired, you're seeing the dominance from the sides coming up. So that's an important thing to notice and to watch, because if you know which side you're stronger and which side is more dominant, you need to work a little bit more to that. Or be more conscious in your movement. Also 75. 375. Closing in on 400. Get at least 500. I know every rep is a PR, so that is nice to know. But the whole feeling that you think I need to do 200 extra at least is a big one now. Because the 1 till 200 felt easy, relative easy. 2 till 400 is getting harder. We're still repping out and 5 reps each set. $380. Let's go. Let's give me something to drink. You see it correctly. Also my stickers on here. $385. Feels like a long way. Now, every time I go up and down. Now slowly the fatigue is building and coming to a point where I really need to work. $385. Funny thing is that your whole hand gets beaten up at a certain point. How tall are you, sir? I'm 176 centimeters. Hell, I'm not that big. I'm compared to Dutch standards a little bit average, maybe below average. So not short, but also not tall. 180, no. 176. 4 centimeters, I say it correctly, off that. 390. Taller than most people. Well, I really don't know. But in the Netherlands, most people, thank you brother, much love, but most people are way taller than me. But Dutch people belong to the tallest people in the world. And that has a reason, by the way, because we have a prosperous country. People tend to eat a lot, so, and also for a very long time already. So we are a first world country with lots of food. So people tend to get taller here because everybody is well fed. So you will see over generations, if you put more food into them, they will get taller. That's it. Some people will say, this is because we drink a lot of milk. I don't know. We do drink a lot of milk here, but it is food, just food. You know, if you're living in countries where food already is a problem, and you have little food as a child, you tend to get smaller, and those genes you pass through to your children again. So yeah, genetics. But you have I don't know if you know this, but you have epigenetica, and that means you can influence your genetics throughout your life with what you eat, what you drink, how you move, how you think, and the influence of your environment. So that is also making your genetics unique, and you give that unique genetics to your children. Now each life will change the genetics a little bit. Understand you? It all complements each other. Yeah, true. Well, you have also degeneration. That is a whole different thing. Ja, was het 195? Was 190? From right. $190. I say 190, 195. Let's make it 190. How old are you, sir? I am 40. 40 years. $395, almost at 400 pull-ups, almost. Remember, 500 is my maximum, is my PR, so I need to crush that. And I got people expecting me to do at least a 600 now, so there's no coming back from that. I need to work on that, but P, where you're from, and what you're doing. I see also some Arabic behind it, so but that can be in lots of countries. So let me know where you're from. Always love to hear that. I love to connect with all kinds of people. I'm very interested in other cultures also, in countries. I really like to learn about everything there is in the world. Oh. Iraq! Awesome! Got something. I don't know if you can see this. This is from your country. This is from Mesopotamia. the old Sumeric, Babylonian era. The original of this piece is in basalt stone, and it is in the Berlin Museum. So I'm also on the photo with that, the original piece. They've stolen it from your country. But I love the history of the Babylonians, Sumerians, and the whole, how do you say that, fertile half moon, you know, the whole area, and our whole civilization is built on your civilization. You were the first ones to discover everything, you know, at least on Earth. So yeah, really interested about that. You lay the foundations for everything we have in the Netherlands. So thank you. And I would love to visit Iraq at some point. Would love to visit. Also, I would love to visit Afghanistan and Iran and all places over there. You know, I would love to see the old stuff, and yeah, very cool. God, I'm now at 400 or not. I think now I'm at least at 400. Would love to honor you with your visit. Well, thank you very much. I also understand that the Iraqi people are very hospitable and everything. So, yeah, would love to come. Maybe one day. By the way, do you have calisthenics parks in Iraq? Maybe a random question, but no. Is calisthenics a thing in Iraq, and do you have parks over there? So 400, let's go. Now we're gonna get from 400 till 500. 500 was my PR. We're gonna break the PR today. But I need to work. I can say the failure in my back is not so much a problem now. It's only the hands. You can see they're getting red and beaten. So this after 400. Your hands just feel, I don't know, a little bit like somebody has stepped on them or anything, you know? Has stomped on them. It was an honor to meet you. You are an exceptional man. Farewell. Farewell. Salute, brother. For 10. Let's go. Need to take a piss also, but I want to get some reps extra in. That was an ugly rep. That's why you need to pace yourself. Can take a quick piss, be right back. Okay, but back. Let's go. Still people watching, that's nice. Thank you for your patience. We're at 4:15. Okay. 4:20. And also, this already counts as a win for me because I never hit an 400 in sets of 5. So that is new. So there's one jacket in the bank. Iraq. So nice to see that everybody all over the world is just checking in and coming by. That's really, really nice. Oh. 25. I have to say, now I really need to be aware because I don't want to get too sloppy reps. I still want to get it, you know. But I'm gonna have some struggles, but you probably see that. But it is what it is. When you're doing something that you never do, or it's hard, you have to work for it. So, but for me, it's getting normal to getting my 200s in now. So, need to get make it normal to get my 300s in, a little bit above. Because the 300-400 range is where I struggle. So maybe even the I need to get the 400s more often in. Still going, inspiring. Thank you, Clark. Oh, 3:30. And we're not done, Clark. I said I'm gonna get over the 500, so I'm gonna do that. There's no question about it. The only question is how am I gonna do that? Aiming for a personal best? Yes. So personal best is 500. I got that in 2.5 hours or something like that. So, you know, I'm pretty close to that. So 4:30 now. If I get at least 70 more, I got it. But I also want to set a new good best. But I got all time in the world. So. And tomorrow we're gonna get a huge run in, by the way. So you know. Just yesterday some planche training because I also want to learn the planche. Some handstand training. The day before that, shit lots of push-ups, 1,000 push-ups. That was good. And I'm skipping my shot caller today, just because I want to get this in. You have to make choices. I don't have so much time throughout the week to get so many pull-ups in. Also, I work with my hands. If I also need to do a lot of pull-ups after my work even, that is gonna fuck me up even more. I feel reasonably good. That was 135. No, 435. I'm saying 435, right? Yeah. Uh, 440. Let's go. No, I have to think about it now. But I don't know if you know just troughout. If I say the the name correct. He's a guy who did most pull-ups in 24 hours or something, or 12 hours. He did thousands of pull-ups, but after that his hands were just swollen and shit. It's not even broken, also swollen, and I don't even know how that works. You know, with your biology and shit. On 45. But last week also 100 muscle ups, and my hands were not broken from that, so that's nice. Clark with a weird question, yeah. Let's see. A bit of a weird question, brother. But if you had a coworker, he was worried about his mental health, and he felt he may go on a rampage, what predictions would you take to make sure he doesn't harm? Depends, you know. If I was going on a rampage next to me, I will hold him down. Of course, need to do that. I'm always making sure that everyone is safe. If somebody's not safe, I make sure people are safe. And what I need to do, I don't know. It's just can be anything. Well, first of all, you have to make sure you yourself are safe. That's the most important thing. Then you have to make sure that others are safe and that he is safe. So some things you do in a split second. So you know, what is safe? You know, is putting someone down and maybe has some bruises or a little bit of an scrape or anything. That is not really harm by me if somebody needs to be held down. At least, you know, for me the whole thing is to get someone down without causing long time harm. But if I can do it with only talking, you know, you start with talking to somebody. If you stay calm, most of the time people will calm themselves also. I have experience with that, believe me. For 50. I have to say, by the way, now my hands are starting to hurt. And I know that from last time, but I had a 10, and then under the 400. Now my hands were starting to hurt. So I have it now around 100 reps later. That's a good thing. That means I made progressions. Thanks for answering. So you would absolutely not be afraid to try and keep everyone safe, even if it means getting slightly hurt yourself. Truth. Don't care about myself. I do care about myself, but I'm not worrying about getting hurt myself. I'm a pretty sturdy guy, and I'm used to some violence and shit. You know, I lived a different life before. Let me put it like that. So, and by the way, I'm never afraid. And don't do that. You can ask my girlfriend. I'm never afraid. For nothing. Don't care. For 55. But like I said, the biggest problem now, my hands starting to hurt. When they start to hurt, that means there is no coming back anymore. They keep hurting. Gonna feel them tonight also. I know from last time it's taken a couple of hours for them to chill out again, to do something. For 60, almost towards the 500. Let's go. So Clark, do you have any more questions? I always love to answer your questions. And you're always being the most unique questions in the comments. So loving that. I'll probably leave you here, brother, and do some reading. Thanks for answering. A great job with the pull-ups here. You're going to smash it. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day. By the way, what you're reading? I'm curious, of course, because you're such a unique person. You must read some unique books, I think. For 65. I believe it's by John Keel. I really don't know who John Keel is. You have to explain that to me if you have time. Oh, Haunted Planet, I see, sorry. Reading about over that. Haunted Planet by John Keel. John Keel. No, never heard of that. But cool. I like reading too. I'm reading now Schopenhauer, by the way, for philosophy. Oh, you'll remember that. But I got a nice thing here. Also, I don't know if this is a mirror image. Sorry about that. It is called Overcoming Gravity. Pretty thick book. You have also workouts in here, but it is a calisthenics Bible. It's the best calisthenics book I ever have read. I have multiple, but this is far away the best book that I come across out there. And I'm running this back and forth. Not completely finished it yet even, but you can go back and forth. And there are workout programs here. There is explained how the body works. There are basics in here, but also for learning Maltese, planche, handstands, front levers, back levers, everything is getting handled here. So want to buy a good book about calisthenics, overcoming gravity. This is by Stephen Lowe, by the way. This is second edition, yeah, a little bit bigger than the first one. Yeah, great book. And yeah, I like Schopenhauer. So I'm reading Schopenhauer at work now. So that is really nice. I'm gonna do some pull-ups, then I'm gonna read the next comment. One 470. I don't know when I keep saying one. Have you done some of the exercise in there? Yes, I'm doing. Can I show you some stuff? I copied this from the book, and we got an whole chart. This, of course, a mirror image, but you can see levels on here. There's a handstand chart, pulling chart, pushing chart, and a miscellaneous chart. But there are workout programs here where you can learn from nothing a planche, from nothing a muscle up, from nothing a handstand, from nothing all kinds of calisthenics moves, from very easy to very advanced, even turn level advanced shit. So I have that here because I can work it off, and if I work with mechanical drop sets, I can have a little bit of a note to look at. So that's really nice. That's 470. Now, my goal was to get 500 under 2 hours. So I'm gonna get that. So with that I'm happy. I need to not forget to write it down also. So I'm gonna set at least a PR on my first goal I set. Get the 500 done under 2 hours. Only my specific time I need to add. I'm calculating, by the way, in 30 seconds extra because I forgot to set my watch for the first set. And 475. Let's go. In philosophy, they say there is no objects without a subject, no subject without an object, no me without a you, no you without a me. So it is just oneness. Do you agree with that? 100%. Everything is oneness. So everything that exists, everything comes from one tiny speck of energy. So from the sayings, the whole universe or universes even were once the size of an microscopic level thingy, energy ball. From that everything exploded, existed. So everything is one, coming from one. Everything is connected with each other. Everything is one. And from the moment we're gonna realize that, we're gonna take our roles as human beings seriously. Because only then we will understand that we are guardians of this oneness. And why? Because we have the consciousness to do so. But for the people who do not think about that, you can let me know what you think about that. For 80. Thanks for answering, brother. Great insight. You can't escape the oneness. No. It does not matter also if you believe it or not. It is simply true. You know, nature is oneness. Everything, you know, you will only have to look at nature. And that's where I get everything from. Everything in nature is connected. We know that the whole of nature is connected with each other. If you remove one thing, it affects another. And that affects another one. So it's one chain. And so it's for the whole universe. Even the turning of planets will affect, one planet will affect the other. And one system will affect another system. And one Milky Way will affect another Milky Way. Just like one universe will affect another universe next to it. So you can take this from microscopic levels, quantum levels, through universal levels. Everything will influence each other. And that is that way you can prove that everything is oneness. Because everything is affected by each other. Nothing stands alone. I like that, Clark. You give me extra energy. 485. I like that. I like talking about philosophy. I like talking about nature. And everything is nature. There's no escaping that. It's a simple fact that everything is nature. And even creation itself, the driving force behind everything is nature. No gods, no 10 gods, no made up human fantasies, just nature. And we can observe that. So, we do not believe, we only look at facts. I'm glad I gave you extra energy. Not that you need it, brother. Well, I do need it. Believe me. 490. And I need to hurry because else I'm not even making my goal now. Five reps. And then I'm at 500. I believe Nietzsche spoke about nature a lot. And I'm sure Schopenhauer did. And Schopenhauer, I have not read Schopenhauer for a very long time. But what I read, he is no believer. And is putting facts above everything. But talking about Nietzsche. I have something here. Nietzsche. I know. Human. There's two books in one, by the way. Human all too human and beyond good and evil. I haven't read it completely yet, but his passages, yeah, you can read them over and over, and every time get a new insight, even from a couple sentences. So this is powerful stuff, really powerful stuff. $500. I was not making my goal because I was taking a book. I was so caught up in, in talking that I forgot to do my fives on time, but I don't care. All cool, all cool. I got it in about 2 hours, my 500, so I'm really happy with that. I do feel I can do some extra, although my hands hurt now. Let's go, 500 pull-ups. Every rep that I do now extra is a PR. Let's go. I'm gonna take something to drink in a short period of time. $505. You know, better for me that I'm doing this live, because now I also don't have to upload and shit and make everything for it. So that's nice. And then a great job. Thank you, thank you. I'm not there. 505. I really also feel my shoulders and my back now a bit playing up. So I'm gonna have to work towards a nice goal. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'm back. And some water. Oh, everything. I do feel everything on my back, my shoulders now. $515. Let's go. I get at least 600. Get up at fives. There are multiple things. Got the 500 in around 2 hours. That is a goal. Was a goal. I got a 600. That's a PR. So that's all really nice. And also with duration of time. It's the longest time I did pull-ups after each other. So my body must get adjusted and adapted for doing hours of pull-ups. That is something. And also the hands. 5:20. Let's go. Not done. By far not. Still working. But I do like it. So I have no broken hands or anything. That is a positive thing. My hands need a day or so a bit to chill, and then on Monday okay. That is cool. Ah. 5:25. The funny thing is, I even feel the tops of my fingers. I feel those, yeah, and everything. Also, I'm missing a bit of my finger here. And I got some scar tissue. That's also feeling a bit annoyed. But that's the best way to describe it. Everything feels annoyed in my hands. Because a tintle, you know the feeling when it's cold and everything, you're going into a hot room or on the hot water. That's a bit of the feeling. It's a unique feeling. Oh. 5:30. Let's go. Now the next sets, pull-ups I'm gonna do next week. Probably maybe some faster ones, some more higher number also. And I need to do a 200 muscle up session very soon, or 150 or 200 muscle up session. $5:30, was it 5:35? Fuck it. Let's make it as 5:30. I need to remember it correctly. It is hard now. Oh. I feel like my arm's gonna fall off. Now I'm gonna be stiff tomorrow. But luckily I only got a huge run in the planning. Lots of weeks I'm doing on Sunday pull-ups and a run. So somewhere between the 15 and 21 kilometers most of the time for a run, and 200-300 pull-ups the same day. So now I split it up. Today all my pull-ups, tomorrow a big run, and burpees I hope to do on Monday again. It depends also how my legs are feeling. And maybe I'm gonna do later in the day some extra burpees, just to get my burpees in. That's also a possibility. But yesterday I also some burpees, we didn't film it. One, 40. Let's go. Say 140, 540. I know I keep saying 1. 540 pull-ups. Working towards a PR. This is a PR already. Every rep I get now is a PR. But I need to get as minimum 600. Minimum. Five 45. Oh. People ask me oftentimes, does my training even hurt? Yeah, it does. But they always show that. No, not always. Oh, fuck. Dit was, I'm saying, 145? No one. Let's make it 45. Shitty thing to mess up the reps by now. Need to pay attention. 545. I want it 550. Clouds are getting dark again on that side. So every time there's rain coming over. But really happy that I'm not in the park now. Else it will be maybe a long way in. I got a shitstorm over me and everything. Which destroys my phone. And it's not real good for your grip, wet bars. People are worrying, feeling my, they're feeling the shoulders or your rotator cuff muscles. Well, yeah, you're gonna feel that. So I need to stretch out after this. Just try to walk it off. Can I get next set of 50 in? But think how slow I am. I need to have almost 15 minutes for 50. I can do almost I can do 100 in this time and I'm fresh. I'm also hearing sirens all day because it is storming and shit. Probably are some accidents happening. How you say it? Branches falling off, of course. Lots more accidents in storm. Oh. 55. Oh. Dat was ace falling. One piece. Oh. 560. Almost there. Like I said, 600 is the minimum now. If I exceed my PR with 100, I need to do at least next time 700. But such a big session as this, I need to do it at least once a month. But I got my vacation also coming in and everything. So it's maybe 2 months ago now, almost. Yeah. I know what I'm gonna eat later, by the way. I'll share it in a bit. Ah, 565. Come on, almost there. I would love some support from you guys. I know you're watching. Throw in some support. Help me get to it. I'd love that. Because at the feeling my arms are gonna fall off. Oh, it's easier. It's easier for me to do a shot caller than this. It feels easier at least. Shot caller is not hurting. Only the first few reps, but not the last ones. Ah, 570. Let's go, come on. Couple sets. Can do some extra, of course. So. But it's feeling way better when I did my 500, my last time in 500, I fought till 500, and I needed to do in sets of 3 and stuff. So it was a real different thing. Ah. 575. That's why. What are you doing here? There will be something. Luckily I don't have children. Have Anil Simsek says hello. And also salute to I edit 77 by the way. Greetings from Turkey. Oh, Turkey. Salute. Salam alaikum. I'm at 580. Let's go. 580. 20 to go. Hands are burning, by the way. You can also see the red and everything. But we're gonna work through that. Oh, going into the dead hang every time. Oh, that is, you're gonna feel that in your rotator cuffs. The starting point. Oh, that's really good. And thank you Anil. Thank you for the support. 585, just a little bit. Remember, every rep is a PR, but we need to get at 600 at least. And then I have to contemplate a little bit, because I want to get 1000, and I hope to get someday 1000 in 2 hours or so. So these goals are far away looking now, but I know I can do it. But you have to stay consistent. 585. And I've done now also everything in reps of in sets of 5 reps. So that's also something. Have a good basis. I need to get at least at some point towards a 700-800 with sets of 5. That is real nice. And also a little bit faster. But I know I can be faster if I'm doing lower amount of reps in my sets. So I did well going 3 every 30 seconds. I can be real fast with that. The only thing is, it will fuck up your hands faster. because I had a whole week of ruptured blisters on my hand. It's annoying because it stagnates my work. $5.90, come on. Couple reps, come on. Walking it off, give my body a little bit of rest. Oh, another thing I need to work more on, by the way, I see it now on my whiteboard, it's my slow muscle up. Sorry voor de weerzaal. Dat was $5.95. I have to be careful now because I'm going too fast now after this set. I know I'm gonna hit failure. And I want to keep my 5 reps. That's important now for me. Getting this whole session in sets of 5. And it was even better than I would have hoped. So. And I was also hoping to get at least maybe a little bit faster throughout, but it's not bad if I realize it. Got my 500 at least in about 2 hours. But now we're doing 30 minutes over 100, so almost. That's real slow. But I got about 2.5 hours of work in. Ah, 500 or 600. Let's go. Big PR. I'm gonna do 5 reps extra just to be sure. And I'm also almost pretty sure I did extra because every time I miscounted, I was going back. But 5 reps just to make sure. And then in case to recover fast and getting fast on track next week. So if I can on a Monday or a Tuesday, getting a huge amount of reps in. Or use 200-300 range. Now I'm done. Now I'm really done. So officially 605. We're gonna round it off to 600. Not counting the extra 5. I set my watch now for the 2:29:13. Sorry. That's tough. Maybe I would have gotten a 700, but not the sets of 5. So that was important to me to keep the sets of 5 the whole session. Was not even thinking I could do that. So got my 500 in about 2 hours. Got my 600, which is already a PR. So I'm real happy with the session. I want to thank you all guys who supported me, also who donated. Thank you. Appreciate that. Gonna eat something. Oh yeah, that was the thing I was gonna share. I'm gonna eat pancakes. I'm looking forward to eat pancakes all week, and I'm gonna enjoy that one. So salute to Turkey and everywhere you're from, Iraq, Germany, America. Keep on rapping. Let's go!